LeBron James is obviously the most powerful NBA player. In my opinion, and it's really been cemented in the last 24 hours, he's the most powerful athlete in the history of America. Michael Jordan was more popular. Big difference between popularity and power. Tom Brady is very popular among players. How much power does he have? Hell, he couldn't even get his own coaching staff to listen to him. Aaron Rodgers is talented. He can't get his team to draft players he wants. You read these stories on LeBron James, the entire league, including the owners, was waiting for LeBron to decide if they were going to play. Now, some people resent power, but most people, frankly, say they want it, but they don't. Power's hard. There's a lot of heat and a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibility and a lot of questions. I read two stories, one by Chris Haynes. Udonis Haslem basically said, dude, you're the face of the league. We'll play if you want to. The Milwaukee Bucks, according to sources, said if LeBron says we're playing, we're playing. If not, we won't. LeBron said, let me sleep on it, and was willing to say no, but he wanted to hear from the billionaire owners and their proposals going forward. 99% of guys just love ball. Harden loves ball. Kawhi loves ball. Brady loves ball. I got no problem with that. Michael loved ball. LeBron's willing to deal with the burdens and the responsibilities of true power. Michael didn't have this power. Michael didn't love conflict. Twice he quit basketball. Didn't want to deal with Jerry Krause. Didn't want to deal with certain ownership. Just didn't want to deal with it. And Michael's the best basketball player I've ever seen, and he's more popular than LeBron. Now, there's a series of circumstances, and this is not a referendum against Michael Jordan. I mean, he's been, I don't think you should have to talk politics. And he's never been, very deft at it. But there is a series of circumstances that have made LeBron the most powerful athlete in the history of America. Number one, he's the best NBA player in a league where players control it. Number two, he's the most politically active. Number three, his career has lasted a long time. We've been talking about him, on the cover of Sports Illustrated in high school 19 years ago. He's best friends with a lot of the other stars. MJ was not. He's the most media savvy player I've ever seen. He has his own talk show and his own networks. He's like Oprah. Like she owned her own network. LeBron's got his own networks. Whereas MJ was the killer. He would go after you. LeBron's more philanthropist, lubricator, not agitator. Doesn't have many enemies in the league. And also timing. Sometimes in life, it's just timing. If social media has empowered all these athletes, they're just more popular than ever. Michael Jordan had power. He didn't have this power. I don't think Michael ever wanted this power. And that's okay. I don't think Brady wants that power. Some guys just love ball. Harden loves ball. Michael was rich, he was talented, and he was popular. And he had some power. He didn't have this power. I mean, LeBron, literally the owners were waiting for LeBron to tell them, according to the Chris Haynes story, can we play? Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan are the only thing close to LeBron in terms of ratings disappear when they leave. And that is power. But it's not like the PGA, is canceling the Masters when Tiger went away for a couple years. Canceling the U.S. Open, canceling the Ryder Cup. I mean, Michael left, we kept playing. Michael left again, we kept playing. I mean, the reality is LeBron has been willing to be hated. Remember this mobility thing? It used to be a stigma. Now we think you're crazy if you don't leave. Giannis is not going to consider leaving Milwaukee. That's LeBron. LeBron literally changed how we view. I've said this about Steph Curry, too. He's changed the way we play basketball. LeBron changed the way players move about in the league. Michael Jordan, by the way, has been in these meetings. He's a liaison for the owners in this whole thing. He's just sitting listening to MJ. MJ's listening to LeBron. LeBron's making all the decisions here. And in order to be powerful, you have to accept it, and you have to be willing to trade off stuff. You got to give up some of your time. You got to take a lot of heat. You got to answer a lot of questions. There's a lot of pressure being powerful. Everybody says they want it. No, they don't. A lot of guys want to be rich. You know, being a president, whether I like or dislike a president, you have to say, and most business people, Jeff Bezos doesn't want to be president. Elon Musk doesn't want to be president. A lot of rich guys don't want to be president. They don't want the burden, the questions, the heat, the nonstop 24/7 relentless responsibility of it. I've never seen, according to these stories, we've never seen this in America. Again, I'm not saying the most popular. I'm not saying the richest. But all these circumstances, LeBron's the lubricator. He's made friends with players. He's taken stands on mobility and social justice. And I think for that, it's incredibly laudable, because I just don't think most professional athletes, even the great ones, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with responsibility and what comes with it. And a lot of what comes with power is hard. That's why LeBron, I still don't get it, but he's polarizing. Muhammad Ali was polarizing. I didn't think so as a kid, and I don't think so now. But to a lot of people, they are. Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard. The headlines are a little misleading. They were asked about, would players boycott? And they said, we have players' councils and we talk about it. The headline makes it sound like they want to. I don't think NFL players have the power structure of NBA players to, kind of dictate terms like NBA stars can. But my takeaway on all this stuff is every league now is supporting NBA players. Baseball's got 8% African Americans. They're all in. And a lot of the boycott crowd is running out of spaces to hide. When the NBA guy, you always love these guys. I don't like I'm not going to watch the NBA ever again. My guess is you probably didn't watch it much to begin with, right? I'm never listening to your show, Colin, again. And then I find out they don't really listen to it. It's like not much of a threat. But when the NBA players decided, hey, we have concerns about social justice, you heard a lot of this. Boycott the NBA. I'm going to go watch hockey. Oh, bruh. Hockey guys aren't playing today or tomorrow either. Think you're running out of safe spaces. Well, golf. Oh, no, golf is embracing Black Lives Matter too. So is tennis and baseball and the NFL. Bro, you're running out of places to hide. Forget the fact you're on the wrong side of this. You're running out of places to hide. Hockey is now taking a knee and supporting players because it's the right thing. This is multiracial and multicultural and multi-sport. Billionaire owners not only wield incredible political power, but legislative power. And athletes led by the NBA are saying, enough. We can't move you. The country can't move you. Billionaires have never made more money. The gap between rich and poor, and I'm supposedly, according to studies, one of those rich dudes. Now, obviously, we're talking different level. But the gap between, people with a lot of money and people without it is greater than ever. And a lot of it's just the explosion of tech. You can make so much more money in tech. There are days in Silicon Valley now. Silicon Valley 2 weeks ago, 4 companies made $915 billion in 6 hours. That's not the way it used to work. I'm not blaming anybody for this. I'm not blaming rich people. I'm not blaming billionaires. What I am saying is they have legislative and political power. The rest of us people do not. And the NBA players are saying, use it or lose us. And all the other rich athletes. I mean, LeBron's net worth is $750 million. LeBron's a rich cat. This doesn't have to be LeBron's fight. He's done. He can stop now and golf forever. He can do whatever he wants. Hang out with his kids. Go on banana boats. He doesn't have to do any of this. LeBron's saying, hey, you guys are making more money than ever. You're all involved mostly with tech. You guys have $900 billion days. Make changes. Fight in our communities. Fight in our schools. And everybody's following. And this is how you get billionaires to do things. Force them. This is how you do it. This is how you get change. You got to force them. Got to make them uncomfortable. And but you can keep telling me you're boycotting blank. You've run out of spaces. This is multi-sport, multi-race, multicultural. You've run out of spaces to hide because hockey, golf, tennis, baseball, football, NBA. The smart people get it. This is the right side of things. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.